Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys what it is that I do whenever the game is having like a little dead period. And what do I mean by dead period? So basically, the game consistently releases these little events over here right above the story mode and all that, or right beside the story mode rather. And you can see we have stuff like Imaginary Realm, Formidable Battles, story events, map events, memory quests. Like, we just have a bunch of stuff like that cycle out all the time. But just because these are always cycling out, just like you can see right here, there's only 3 right now, but I've literally already completed the memory quest. I'm literally, let's see, if we look at this right here, I am on the 11th prize pool, which means that I've literally gotten all the way to the 8th prize pool, and I've cleared it 3 times. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 3 times, including the 8th pool itself, right? So that means that I obviously have run out of things to do with the content that they have released to us at the moment. And of course, these things are always incredible to do because the rewards in the first few levels, right, are always going to be great. A free page, you're getting free tickets, you're getting free phantom medals, skill upgrade materials, all this stuff. You get an SSR recollection bit, you get a chaotic Jujutsu crystal. I'm gonna be honest with you, the Yuji and Toto baseball event, I actually missed getting the Jujutsu crystal, which actually felt pretty bad. But now I am no longer lacking anymore. You can see, like I said, I've been through this like last page 3 times, and I already got all the good rewards. You know what I'm saying? But it never hurts to get just a random assortment of rewards, because it's kind of hard to determine which one of these you should be farming directly. Why do I say that? This is where you come to farm, experience, recollection bit experience, or JP directly. Now the problem with farming these levels normally is that typically the drop rate on these stages actually suck, like very badly. Like, you can waste a lot of stamina on these stages and not really get what you need, which wasn't that noticeable at first when the max level cap was level 87, 91, what was it, right? When that was the max level cap, it didn't really matter that much. Now that the level cap is level 109, 119 for some characters, if you have a Phantom Seal, like, all of a sudden, in the lower levels at level 58, it's kind of easy to get up to like level 67 with 542k experience. But then when I'm already level 97, trying to go up a few levels becomes a lot more daunting. All of a sudden, I'm not going up like 20 levels. I'm only going up like 2 levels. So you see how much crazier the experience grind, or how much steeper the experience requirement is going to get once you get to a certain higher level. That is why I cannot rightfully recommend that you guys farm this whenever it is not double stamina. So what I say is, and I'm doing a pretty bad job of this right now, right? But this is just like a grind, how you should be grinding now. You guys already know, if you watch my domain investigation video, what you definitely watch my domain investigation video, because you guys are special grade sorcerers. You understand what it takes to be a special grade, right? You guys would already know that I let this build up to 3, and then I open it and I leave it sitting until the next day. So in the event that double drops comes, I can spam out 1 extra double drops run. You don't have to do it that same exact way with the experience dungeons and everything, because you have always have access to these, and your runs aren't limited. You're only limited by how much stamina you have, right? So what you want to do now is, we know that double drops comes every weekend, I believe. I think I saw that in an announcement. I didn't want to leave y'all high and dry. I only found this picture saying that they were doing it for February 1st to the 2nd, but I swear I saw something on their Twitter or something like that that said that double drops is going to be every weekend. I don't remember what date it said though. That's the reason why I'm kind of like, when did it say that? But either way, I'm pretty sure we have double drops every weekend. Moral of the story: don't waste your fucking time doing this on non-double drops, man. It's just not valuable enough at the point that we're at in the game. Rather, you should just wait for double drops and then only spam this on double drops. You should be also saving up your AP packs. Y'all know the Deadman doesn't do that, but y'all should save your AP packs for whenever double drops come, so that you can maximize how much you're getting for double drops. And then you might be wondering, if double drops isn't here, then what should you be farming most of the time to get your stuff up, right? 1, you should be farming cursed object collection, because no matter what, whether it's double drops or not, never ever does this ever change, right? And honestly, I'll be a little more specific. Not only do you want to use your AP potions during double drops, you only want to use some of them. The best time to use your AP potions is during double drops and when the formidable battle event is going on, because you're basically doubling down on your stamina, because every bit of stamina that you get is going to turn into this AP, and then once you get this AP, you beat this mission, you get these coins, and once you get these coins, you can trade them in for more experience, recollection bits, or JP, and at that point you can kind of play it by ear and literally just buy directly what you want, what you need. But the reason why I like the other event more than this is because you have to choose right here, and sometimes it's hard to choose, whereas if they just kind of gave you all the materials in a lower quantity, at least you're getting all the materials and you're not being put in a position where you have to choose and you're not wasting time with analysis paralysis. But not only do I farm Cursed Object Collection, but like all of my characters right now, right? Not all of them, but all my characters that are starred are all the characters that I plan on using in the future. So you can see that all of these characters are already grade 11. So I can go one of two ways when farming up grades, right? I can either, one, go back and start trying to farm grade materials for all the characters that aren't starred, that aren't worked on, in the event that I ever need to use them in the future and I ever want to sub out and use those characters. Or I can just go back and I can also look over the materials. So for instance, right, UG needed 500, so basically the material that's right here, you need 560 of it amongst all this stuff. Like the first two don't need it, but like from this right here to this node all the way at the end, you need like 560, right? Because like 100, 100, 100, 60, 60, 60, 40, 40, or 60 or something like that, some stupid shit, right? But basically I could go and keep farming these because I know that 560 times 5 is 2,800. Y'all like that evil ass math, huh? Is 2,800. So if I had 2,800 of these, whenever the next grade drops, I could theoretically fuse all of these up into the next grade and have 560 automatically. That is a very inefficient way to use your cursed objects, just because you would have to farm so many to make it work for every single character that you're trying to work on in the future. So rather, what I say is, you want to set yourself a certain number, right, that you want to get to with your with your cursed objects, right? And for instance, you can see this one right here is at 2,119. But maybe I want to have like 3,000 just to be safe, because like I just said, 2,800 is what it takes to, because it's at a rate of 5. Every 5 of these goes up into the next thing, right? So if I wanted to make 560 of the next thing, I would need to stack up 2,800. So I would stack like 3,000 each one of these to make sure that I have that by the time the next grade update comes out. So what would I do to maintain that? What I would do is, I would either choose, and it's your choice to pick, right? I would either choose what I have the most of, because I'm going to be farming that for the shortest amount of time. I'll choose what I have the most of, and every single time I have stamina, right, I'm going to go obtain. I'm just going to hard farm it and get whatever I get from it, and just keep coming back to my inventory. Because you got to think, at a point that all of my characters that I actually use are grade 11, what does it matter to me what I'm farming right now? When a new character comes out, I don't know what grade materials they need, and like I can literally just look at the old characters and see that I don't need any of the materials right now because they're all done. So it's just like, you might as well either do what I said and farm up specific medals for specific characters that you know you want to get to that next grade first and foremost. Like what I said before about getting 2,800 of these works actually if you have specific characters that you know every single time grade comes out, you're like, oh dude, I need to get their grade up right now, immediately. I like as soon as the update is done, if I took a breath before their grade is at max, then I'm not playing right. If you have characters like that, then obviously you want to take that first route and go character by character. But if you're just trying to be prepared in general, I say go the route of picking each one of these and just farming them until you're at a number where you're satisfied with seeing that number, and then go to the next thing. And the other reverse way of doing it that you could do is you could go to the thing that's the lowest, because you know that'll take you the longest to farm, which usually I like to do it that way because it feels more relieving as you go through the farm, right? Because if I had to farm 2,800 of these and then I gotta farm 2,800 of these, that's gonna be super daunting. But as I keep going through it, I'm gonna say, okay, I only need to farm 2,700 of these, and I did 2,800 before, so this is nothing. And then I'm gonna get here and be like, I only need 2,500 of these, like, and so on and so on and so on. It is still very big numbers, it's still very long farms, but if you can do it in a way where you do the worst of it first, you can literally guarantee yourself that you can do the rest of it because you did the worst of it first. It just makes sense. The other thing that you should farm if you don't want to farm Cursed Object Collection, because all your characters are grade up or everything, I'm not even going to say anything about pushing your level, your rank for stamina, because honestly, once you're at the point that your stamina is at 200 max, fixating on just leveling up becomes a AP and cube dump. So I'm not even going to recommend that at all. But the other thing that I will recommend is go into this story event and just literally beating this, right? Every single day. Like, whenever I have stamina from now on, I'm just going to come here. I'm going to use it on this so I can have all the stamina I need for this and then just keep running this event. I'm not going to do it right now because daily reset is in 1 hour and I'd rather do the actual hard missions for those staminas instead. But like I said earlier, with this event, you can literally just keep farming this stuff up, and this way you don't really have to choose. There is no real rhyme or reason to it, man. You just come in and dump your points and it'll keep giving you stuff. You can keep getting these, which I was neglecting at first, but now I'm starting to realize how important they are, and I am starting to kind of prioritize them a little bit more. Obviously these never run out. Then all these right here are all essential to working on your character, so just getting these at all is good, no matter how little the amount. But the main reason why I'm like, yo, do this is because the random cursed object chest. This saves you so much time trying to go through and search and look for which random objects you need to be farming, when you can literally just get a random assortment of all of them from this, and you can just keep doing it over and over and over again. This place is a one-stop shop to just farm all the materials. You're going to be farming them at a much lower rate than you typically would if you were actually just doing the events straight up. But even still, if you do the event straight up, I just can't justify it because of knowing what double drops can produce for you. Because even if you do like hella runs on double drops, it's not like you're guaranteed to get as much stamina or experience that you need to get a character from level 1 all the way up to level 109 anyway. So it's just like, you want to make sure that you're just being as efficient as possible. But guys, that was like my main thing today. I just wanted to let you guys know, like, yo, there's a more efficient way to use your stamina once you get to that certain point, because at first it's about using as much stamina as possible to get your, not even your level cap, to get your AP cap as high as possible. Once your AP cap is as high as possible and you have the most stamina they will give you, then it's about being more efficient with your stamina and making it work, right? But hopefully this was helpful for you guys today. Hopefully you guys are still locked in on JJK. I'd say the game is going pretty well, man. It may not be as desirable as some people want, because some people want pity updates and stuff like that. But even still, I'd say the game is still trudging along on a nice little course, and it'll be getting a lot nicer here soon with things like the standard banner update. Whenever we get the hidden potential system, characters will feel more full, which that one's a few months away. Whenever we get Domain Expansion Gojo, Sukuna, all these different things, man. But that's it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. Like, subscribe, comment, and more importantly than anything else in this world, chill.